Imagine a vast, wind-swept expanse stretching as far as the eye can see. This is the Eurasian steppe, a land of endless horizons and boundless possibilities, home to the Cumans. Welcome to Cryptic Mystic Vault, where we unravel the secrets of ancient mysteries. These nomadic warriors were masters of their domain, riding with unmatched skill and precision. They were a force to be reckoned with, feared by their enemies, and respected by their allies. From the 10th to the 13th centuries they commanded these grasslands, shaping the history of the region. Theirs was a world of horses, herds, and constant movement, a life in harmony with the rhythms of nature. The Cumans were the definition of horseback warriors, their skills honed from a young age. Their lives depended on speed, agility, and deadly accuracy, making them formidable opponents in battle. These weren't just brutes on horseback. Cuman society was complex and multifaceted. They were skilled artisans, traders, and fierce warriors, contributing to a rich cultural tapestry. Their leaders commanded respect through strength and cunning, guiding their people through both peace and war. They were a people born to the saddle, and their empire was one of constant motion, ever adapting to new challenges. The steppe was their battlefield, their hunting ground, their kingdom, a place where they thrived. No stone walls or cities for them, just the open sky and the endless plains. Their lives were a testament to freedom and self-reliance, living in harmony with the land. But this freedom came with a price: constant conflict, as they defended their way of life against numerous threats. The Cumans were like a storm on the horizon for settled civilizations, a force of nature that could not be ignored. They were a constant threat to the established empires of their time, always lurking, always ready to strike. The Byzantine Empire, Kievan Rus, and even the mighty Mongols felt their wrath. No empire was safe from their reach. Their tactics were the stuff of legends and nightmares. They fought with a ferocity that was unmatched. Imagine lightning strikes of cavalry appearing out of nowhere, their speed and precision leaving enemies in disarray. The Cumans were masters of the hit and run. Their archers on horseback could rain down arrows while moving at incredible speeds. They would harass their enemies, disappear into the dust, only to reappear when least expected, causing chaos and confusion. Heavily armored knights were no match for their agility. The Cumans could outmaneuver and outpace them with ease. The Cumans would wear down their foes, then strike with precision and deadly force, leaving no room for recovery. They were masters of psychological warfare, using fear as a weapon to break the spirit of their enemies. Their sudden appearances and disappearances spread terror, making them seem almost supernatural. The empires of the day tried to counter them. They built walls, raised armies, and fortified their cities, but nothing seemed to work. The Cumans were always one step ahead, always ready to adapt to new challenges. The Cumans were elusive, adaptable, and utterly ruthless in their pursuit of survival. They thrived in the harshest conditions. They were a constant thorn in the side of empires, a reminder that freedom could not be contained, and that the spirit of resistance was alive and well. What made the Cumans such formidable warriors? They were masters of mounted archery. The horse was an extension of their bodies, the bow, an extension of their will. These weren't your average archers. We're talking about warriors who could hit a target at full gallop. Their bows were works of art, crafted from wood, bone, and sinew. They were deadly at incredible distances. Imagine a rain of arrows, each one finding its mark. Their enemies, weighed down by armor, stood little chance. The Cumans were a whirlwind of death and destruction. Their skill with the bow was unmatched. They trained from childhood, their lives intertwined with the rhythm of the horse and the twang of the bowstring. They were living weapons honed to deadly perfection. The Cumans weren't just raiders and warriors. They were survivors. They adapted. They formed alliances. They were as shrewd in diplomacy as they were in war. They served as mercenaries for various powers, including the Byzantines. They negotiated treaties. They intermarried with local populations. Their culture spread far and wide. Their language, Cuman, became a lingua franca, a common tongue across the steppes. They left their mark on the genetic makeup of the region, a silent testament to their far-reaching influence. But their legacy is a complex one. They were both conquerors and contributors. They were feared and respected. They were both destroyers and builders. The Cumans, like all empires, eventually faced their downfall. The Mongol invasion in the 13th century proved to be their undoing. Genghis Khan and his hordes were a force unlike any they had faced before. The Mongols, masters of logistics and organization, overwhelmed the Cumans. The once mighty Cuman realm fragmented. Many were absorbed into the Mongol ranks, others fled, seeking refuge in Hungary and other parts of Europe. Their defeat was a reminder that even the fiercest empires can fall. They were victims of their own success, their decentralized structure unable to withstand the Mongol war machine. The open steppes that had given them freedom ultimately contributed to their downfall. They were a people without borders, and this lack of unity proved to be their undoing. The Cumans may be gone, but their legacy lives on. Their presence on the battlefield was a force to be reckoned with, and their strategies have been studied and emulated for centuries. Their military innovations had a lasting impact on warfare. From their unique formations to their strategic use of the terrain, the Cumans were ahead of their time. Their hit-and-run tactics, their mastery of mounted archery, these influenced armies across Europe. The precision and speed of their horse archers were unmatched, leaving a lasting impression on military tactics. The Hungarian cavalry, for example, owed a debt to Cuman military traditions. The light cavalry units, known for their agility and speed, were directly inspired by the Cumans. Elements of their fighting style can be seen in the Ottoman armies that would later dominate the region. The Ottomans adopted many of the Cumans' techniques, integrating them into their own formidable military machine. Their story is a reminder of the importance of adaptability. The Cumans were not just warriors, they were innovators, constantly evolving their tactics to meet new challenges. The Cumans were masters of their environment, and they used that to their advantage. Their deep understanding of the steppe allowed them to outmaneuver and outlast their enemies. But they also teach us that even the most powerful empires are not invincible. The rise and fall of the Cumans serve as a poignant reminder of the transient nature of power. The next time you see a skilled archer or a cavalry charge, remember the Cumans. Their influence is still felt in the echoes of history, resonating through the ages. They were the masters of the open steppe, and their legacy continues to echo across the battlefields of history. The story of the Cumans is a testament to their enduring impact on the art of war. Gap 3S. Imagine a world where the Cuman legacy took a different turn. If the Cumans had successfully established a lasting empire, their mastery of the saddle and bow could have revolutionized warfare across Europe and Asia. Picture vast trade routes flourishing under their control, leading to a unique blend of cultures and innovations. The political landscape of medieval Europe would have been drastically altered, potentially delaying the rise of other empires. In this alternate history, nomadic strategies and governance could have influenced modern statecraft. The Cumans, with their unparalleled adaptability, might have created a society where mobility and tactical prowess were the cornerstones of power. Their empire could have been a melting pot of ideas, where East met West, and innovations flowed freely. The arts, sciences, and philosophies of different cultures might have merged, giving rise to a new era of enlightenment. Imagine cities where the architecture combines the elegance of the steppe with the grandeur of medieval fortresses, markets bustling with traders from all corners of the world, exchanging goods, stories, and knowledge. The Cuman influence on warfare would have been profound. Their hit-and-run tactics, their mastery of mounted archery, could have set new standards for military strategy. Armies across continents might have adopted these techniques, forever changing the face of battle. But more than that, the Cumans could have shown the world the strength of unity and diversity. Their empire, built on the principles of adaptability and innovation, might have been a beacon of progress in a tumultuous world. As we reflect on this alternate history, we are reminded of the fragility of power and the endless possibilities that come with it. The Cumans may be gone, but their story continues to inspire. In the echoes of history, we hear the whispers of what could have been, and we are left to wonder about the world that might have been shaped by the masters of the open steppe. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more explorations into the symbols that shape our world.